Tippy time, my damies, Tuckout here and welcome back to the channel. Arc and strand builds have been all the rage inside season 21, but this stasis build stands toe to toe with them. It shines in in-game run and guns like our GMs, as we have 4 different abilities to deal with the most torrent of all the champions, those damn pesky overloads. Couple that with a tier 4 surge for 25% more weapon damage that doesn't require us to get an armor charge, and now we're really cooking. Make sure to thumb it if you liked it, there will be a dim link in the description below. With that said, we begin our build with the exotic The Mask of Bakris. Its perk is called Light Shift. This replaces your stasis subclass dodge ability with a longer range, faster moving shift that partially cloaks you whilst you are using it. This works both excellently at closing that gap to obliterate, or God forbid if you need to tuck tail and run, it'll help there too. But its real benefit comes from the shift power increase. All our arc and stasis weapons will be granted a tier 4 surge bonus for 25% extra damage for 10 seconds. No armor charge required, just pure buff. Now during this 10 seconds of DPS, our class ability energy will not have access to charging. But with this build, the moment we do, we can have that dodge ability back to us back in as little as 5 seconds. Our first aspect is Winter's Shroud. This will add a slow effect to our dodge. So now our dodge becomes a powerful tool for stunning champions. 9 times out of 10 we know where a champion is going to spawn. So now we can stun them immediately and burst them down before they have the opportunity to blink around the map, causing chaos. For our dodge, I've gone with Marksman as we want to maximize our damage whenever we get a stun on a champ. And Whisper of Refraction is how we ensure we get back our dodge in a timely manner, as by defeating slowed or frozen targets grants us class ability energy. Now we can also use a weapon with Chill Clip to maximize this, or simply use just one of our 4 abilities and we can have that dodge back in mere moments. Our super is Silence and Squall. This is the ultimate in slow in the game. It's one of the best supers to lead into a room with, as it buys you time to position for the kill whilst it clears all the little peons off the battlefield. Overloads tend to come in multiples, and with this super it will contain them, giving you that time to take them down. To buff our super, we're going to use Whisper of Fishes. This will increase the damage and size of the burst of stasis when you destroy stasis crystals or defeat a frozen target. This makes our super a lot more effective against red and orange bars, as their bodies turn into little popsicle bombs. And the sooner they go down, the more time your tornado has to move across the field and find another victim. Now this fragment in turn will also buff our shurikens, dodges, and most importantly our grenades. Our Dustfield grenade will slow all. Touch of Winter Aspect will increase its size and add a stasis crystal in the middle of it. And Whisper of Chains is going to give us a damage resistance required to compete in Endgame, as while we are near a frozen target or a friendly stasis crystal, we take reduced damage from targets. We can now use the Dustfield kinda like a little immunity bubble, and this will allow us to stand toe to toe with our foes even 25 light under. Whisper of Shards will increase uptime for our grenades, as by shattering a stasis crystal it'll temporarily boost our grenade recharge rate. Shattering additional stasis crystals increases the duration of this benefit. With our shurikens in our kit, we now have 4 abilities at our disposal to slow, and by stacking 2 of them together we now have the ability to freeze, so this build will shine against overloads and unstops alike. For our mods, we use a siphon for our primary weapon, finders and scouts. Primary weapon loader, bolstering detonation feeds us class ability energy when we cause damage with a grenade. Focusing Strike grants us class ability energy when we cause damage with a melee attack. We double stack double resist for the threat level of the encounter we're in. And the emergency reinforcement is an absolute must in GMs. This will keep us good and tanky. Stacks on stacks will give us 2 for the price of 1 on our armor charges. Recuperation replenishes health on all pickups, and Insulation reduces class ability cooldown each time we pick up an orb of power. Reaper feeds us orbs. Distribution will reduce all our ability cooldowns, and the Bomber mod will reduce our grenade cooldowns. In summation guys, this build makes endgame easy with tons of slow at our disposal. Overloads and unswaps don't stand a chance against us, and this is one of the most fun burst builds you're going to find in the game. There is a dim link in the description below, make sure to thumb it if you liked it. All questions and suggestions are welcome down below, I'll try and answer them in a timely fashion. And until next time, tippy time my damies, what a tie.